Hello, No Watch. My name is Rennie Harlan. Welcome to the Cannes Film Festival, and I hope you enjoy my movie 5 Days of August.
Pour l'instant, c'est calme, mais dans 1 heure va débuter la soirée organisée par la production de 5 Days of August sur une plage de la Croisette. 5 Days of August, c'est le nouveau film de Rennie Harlin, ex-gloire du blockbuster des années 90. Ah oui, non, mais là, c'est moi, je me baladais. Rennie Harlin a accepté de nous rencontrer 10 minutes avant que la soirée ne commence. Interview au pas de charge pour nous parler de 5 Days of August. On espère que ça sera bien. Salut No Watch, on va pas traîner parce qu'on a une soirée. J'ai à ma droite Rennie Harlin, les réalisateurs légendaires de 58 minutes pour vivre, Cliffhanger, Au revoir à jamais notamment. Il est ici à Cannes pour présenter son dernier film 5 Days of August. Rennie Harlin, hello.
Hello, very nice to be here.
Very nice to meet you and to talk to you. Can you sum up what is 5 Days in? It's in August of August.
August.
What is it about?
5 Days of August tells the story of the short war between Russia and Georgia about 3 years ago. The war lasted only 5 days, but had very devastating effects. And these wars are fought everywhere, whether it's in Libya or Egypt or Tunisia or Rwanda or wherever. Sadly, they continue all the time. And I try to tell a story of the normal people, everyday people, and also the war journalists, what they go through. And we know just recently what kind of things have been happening in the world to the war journalists who go to the front lines, and they're trying to tell us the truth. They are trying to get us the information so we would understand what is going on in this world. So that's my story.
I haven't seen the movie, just the trailer, which is very impressive. What should we expect? Is it because there have been already some movies made about journalism at war in a war territory, just like in the 80s, Salvador, yeah. Under Fire, Killing Fields, more recently maybe Harrison's Flower from Eli Shouraki. What should we expect from your movie? Is it? It seems to be action-packed, though.
It is action-packed, but to me, it works on two levels. It tells the story of the journalists, what they go through, and it tells the story of their topic, which is the normal people on the ground. Not so much the soldiers, though we see a lot of war scenes as well. But it's the everyday people. I'm trying to get their voice out there and have the audience understand what it feels like to be caught in the crossfire of two armies and trying to come out of it with your life in some kind of order.
It seems very spectacular from what based on the some of the images we have seen so far. So will we get somehow to find back the old Rennie Harlin style that we knew in the 90s with Die Harder, Long Kiss Goodnight?
Well, if there is such a thing as Rennie Harlin style, I think this movie has quite a lot of it. It's a more serious topic and a subject matter, and it's very close to my heart. I'm very passionate about it. But you get scenes where you have 50 tanks, 8 helicopters, 3 fighter jets, and 3,000 soldiers in one scene.
You already came here last year with this movie. Is it hard to find a distributor abroad?
Oh no, the movie wasn't finished last year, so we were just showing some sequences, but not the whole movie. So now we finally have finished it, and we are coming out in United States in August, and starting to come out now in Europe and other countries. And it's, of course, if your movie is not a comic book movie in today's world, it's not so easy, because that's pretty much what the distributors want to be doing, the sort of big comic book movies. And I think there's a place also for this kind of little more serious-minded movies. And I think the distributors should have more respect for the audience and say not the only movie audience is 16 to 24-year-old boys. There are other people who want to see movies too.
The movie is produced by Rex Films. Is that right? What company is it exactly? And why isn't this kind of movie produced by Hollywood? I mean, you just explained it somehow.
Yeah. Rex Films is a small production and distribution company, and they basically base their financing on foreign sales, like a lot of companies do. Hollywood studios, basically, they either make comedies or comic book movies or sequels or remakes or something like that, because it's a big business and they don't want to risk anything. And that's why getting this kind of movie made is very, very hard and takes and putting a lot of people together who feel passionately about it.
Would you say you were quite unhappy with your previous, where your very, I don't know, 2 or 3 previous experiences in Hollywood with your previous movies?
It's
The Exorcist, Mindhunters?
Yeah, well, it varies. There's so many factors when you make a movie in Hollywood. Finding good material is very hard, and when you're a director, you want to direct films, and not, sometimes you don't have a great script, or something else happens that the movie is not the kind of success as you wished, or it doesn't come out the way you wanted it to come. It's not distributed the way you wanted it to be distributed, and so on. So I'm very happy that I got a chance to make this movie, because this movie really means something to me, and it's not just sort of pure entertainment.
Do you remember, one of my colleagues called you somehow the Michael Bay of the 90s. So do you see who is Michael Bay? And do you think this is an accurate description? I don't say I agree with it, but that's what I heard. And what do you think of Michael Bay?
I like Michael, and I guess what we have in common, he makes now very big action-packed movies. I did some of those in the 90s. Michael is a very skilled director, and I have now my next movie is a very big movie. So we start next fall, so hopefully we can all make big movies and more than anything, good movies.
If I ask you just to tell me what is your, according to you, your best movie so far, the movie you are the most proud of, and why in your whole filmography? I have an idea about that. But
I know you have an idea. I know you. Are you going to say The Long Kiss Goodnight?
yes.
And I love that movie because it has humor, it has character, good dialogue, good music, good action, interesting plot. So I love that movie. But of course, now that we are here celebrating 5 days of August, I'm most proudest about it because I think it's really. It's about something serious, and it gets the voice of those people out there to the world.
How is it to shoot with Val Kilmer? He's always said to be sometimes difficult on a set. What were your experience with him?
Val is a pussycat. He's done 2 movies. Pussycat. He's done 2 movies with me, and we are good friends. So he's great. He's a very smart guy, and he will kind of test you and see if you know what you're doing. And if you know what you're doing, then everything is great. And if he feels like, I don't know, then he might do something about it.
What's his role in the movie? What's his part in the movie? In 5 Days of August?
Val plays an American war journalist who's been around years and done this job for a long time and seen it all, and still, keeps on going because he just, has a passion for trying to educate people and tell people what goes on in these places.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, René. Have a nice night here. Et voilà, c'était René Harlin, réalisateur Die Hard, Au revoir à jamais, et 5 Days of August, which I hope we will see in France. Has it been sold yet to France?
Oh yeah. I don't know the release date, but I'll find out.
Ok les copains, on appelle René la semaine prochaine pour lui demander. Thank you René.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Mon ami François-Xavier a dit, il a raison, que Val Kilmer ressemble aujourd'hui à Gérard Depardieu dans Mammouth.
So we're at Rennie Harlan's party. Rennie's a great director too. Do you know him personally? Yes, of course. Yeah, he's there somewhere.
For director, it was an incredible experience because I really didn't have to direct the extras. When you see the people there in those situations, they knew exactly how it felt and what they should do. So it was a very powerful and emotional experience. What do we do now? We had to save somewhere in the budget, so we don't have the knife. Let's get it on. Now let's party.
would love it daily. Now you tryna put like I've been acting shady.